Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here, both old and new subscribers alike. Guys, I know I haven't been here for a long time and my voice probably sounds a little bit different. I'm totally fine. It's just that whenever I travel back to the United States, for those of you that don't know, I decided to move back to New Jersey and I'm here now. It takes me it happens every time. Maybe a week or two to get used to the change, I guess. The weather, something triggers allergies for me here. So I sound a little raspy, but I'm completely fine. It happens to me every time. Every time. It might be the trees. The trees are different. I don't know. But yeah, for those that didn't read my post on the community tab, I want to thank you guys for being so patient. I have been away longer than I usually am on this channel, but I definitely missed all of you. It definitely wasn't permanent. I did move back to New Jersey from the Dominican Republic, and the process was a lot more than I anticipated. Not just on a physical sense, which was a lot, definitely, because I had to sell everything, including my car, find someone that wants it, packing, donating. There's a lot of stuff that I had to donate, including a lot of my cards. My tarot cards had to stay behind, and I'm going to have to replace a lot of them as well, because moving from the United States over there was easier because they have cargo companies that can ship your stuff easily from here there, which I did. But going from there here is a completely different situation. They don't really allow it. And if there happens to be a company, which I didn't find any that do it, it's way too expensive. So I was limited to, the typical 50 pound bags that they allow on the airplane. So I had to basically get rid of everything that I owned for the most part. I brought nothing and having to start new. Not to mention that, I did mention that, and I'm sorry for the long intro, but I've been gone for so long and I love you guys. I feel like I have a relationship with a lot of you that have been, on this channel for a while. So I'm just filling you in. So I'm sorry if you're just stumbling upon here and I just keep talking. You can go ahead and skip. But for those that do have a closer relationship with me on this channel, where I share some stuff and update you guys, that's what I'm doing. Moving from here there is easier. Moving from here there is easier because for that reason, and also because in terms of renting, because I am a renter, as of, in the time being and in the past, apartments over there come furnished. That's just the norm, and that's not the norm in New Jersey. So moving over there is just a matter of going with a luggage or two and then sending a couple boxes via cargo and just moving into a place that already has a bed. Apartments over there even come with silverware and sheets, everything. So, in Jersey, it's not the same. So it was a completely different process, just the whole process of what am I going to donate? What am I going to try to sell? What am I going to give away? What can I bring? What can I not? A lot of stuff that I did want to bring. And that's actually, I vaguely wrote about that on the community post, but it became, a lot more than what I anticipated it to become on a spiritual and energetic level, because the process of letting go of things you don't want to let go of, which I realized during this process, I guess is something that I struggle with. So I came back. I feel like I'm a completely different person on a new timeline with a different energy, because that was an energetic process, an energetic cleansing and exercise within itself, okay? It's like, not that I'm a hoarder or anything like that, but, the process of letting go in all senses, whether it's just, you know, a deck of cards you don't want to let go of, or clothing you don't want to let go of, or just something, or we're talking about your emotions, you know, it's really not easy, but it's very cleansing. So, you know, so I went through that, and now I'm here. Everything is great. But it'll be a process, little by little, start furnishing, you know, my place and starting new, but it's good because it's new energy. It's good. It's new energy. Even if it's difficult, that's the way that I'm looking at it. So yeah, I'm so sorry for being away, but yeah, there was a period, it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming, but it was like a death and transformation process, right? Like the death card, where, you know, it was overwhelming to the point that I just disconnected from this channel, and I'm sorry for that. But I came out cleansed, and that's what matters. So I'm sorry for the long intro again. I haven't been here. Let me know how you guys are doing down below. I hope everybody's doing well. I feel like it's in the astrology right now as a whole. You know, a lot of people might feel like they're going through some really deep transformations. You might be getting pushed to let go of things that you might have not planned for, or rather, going back to what I explained, you know, you didn't anticipate how involved the process is, but I want you to know that everything that's happening or has happened in the past couple of months into now is for a reason. Everything's always for a reason, but you are going to come out better. You are on the right path. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to be working with the decks that I have here because I'm still in the unpacking process. I'm in between family's house and my new place because I'm still, you know, unpacking and stuff, but that doesn't stop me from recording now. Everything's great. Everything's good. But yeah, so some decks are missing because I had to leave them behind, but we'll get them replaced. Right now, I'm working with the, this is the Light Seers Tarot. See what's going, you know what? I haven't used these in a while, and I'm being guided, this Divine Feather deck, being guided to pull 3 from here, and I'm going to start with that. Cardinal, Parrot, and take it as, especially as an omen, if you've seen any of these birds, you know, on the physical. But if not, just take the message. Cardinal, Parrot, and Hawk. Okay. It says, Cardinal, stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Parrot, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are. Hawk, pay attention! Exclamation point. A powerful message is being communicated to you now, okay? So there's an overall theme here coming through about having to stand up for yourself and having to see the leadership role. You're being asked to be the leader of your own life right now because you may be getting influenced too much by the thoughts and opinions of other people. You have to embrace who you really are, what you want. Don't let the naysayers get in the way of what you're trying to accomplish, who you're trying to be with. If this is about a relationship, if you want to make a particular move, remember it's part of the process. Trust yourself in the divine. Okay? You're on the right path, and I'm getting that there are some people around you that may be trying to discourage you from something that you feel in your heart you want to do, or you feel in your heart that makes you happy, right? And sometimes it's best not to give too much information to people in the first place, because that energy, it's not, nothing could stop what's meant for you, but it could definitely slow it down. Okay? It's time to stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. You're going to have to ignore the blockages, the comments, the opinions, and take charge. Now, to put a spin to this, these could be aspects of yourself. The naysayers could be elements of yourself. Since we're talking about the death and transformation process, I am channeling the death card, right? Going through a transformation, going through an ending and starting new. The naysayers could be parts of you that you have to allow to die so that you can hop on a new timeline with new energy. Where do these naysayers come from? Our programming, right? Our subconscious. Remember, I always say this on this channel, 95% of our actions come from our subconscious mind. But the trippy part of that comes with that is that our subconscious mind, our programming, comes from people that raised us, from our experiences, from society. And it usually happens when you're very young, especially between the ages of 1 and 7. You don't even have a lot of control over that. And if you had a lot of naysayers or critical people or experiences that were tough in your lifetime beyond your control, whether you know it or not, those little voices are still deep in your subconscious, are still within you. They exist. And this is an opportunity. This is a message coming through from the divine right now that it's time for a cleansing and to push that out, because you may want to do something, but there's something within you that keeps blocking you from moving forward. And that could be happening actively and passively at the same time. I don't even know if that's the right way to describe it, but I'll explain it, is what they're showing me. For example, you can literally be aware, it could be in your awareness that something inside you, if it's not a physical person, saying, don't do this, like it comes through, it manifests as like, having a good angel on one side and a dark angel on the other. Like one says yes, the other says no. One says, you know what I mean? And you're aware that you're in two worlds, right? It could also come through in a way where it's so subconscious that you're not aware of it, but you could still see it happening in your life. For example, you want to do something. You can't explain why you're just not doing it. It can come through as procrastination, or you do everything possible subconsciously, unconsciously, without even noticing, to block you from getting to where you want to be. Either way it's manifesting in your life, it's because of those naysayers. You have those naysayers within you, okay? Or, like I said, or it could be both. You actually have people around you. You gotta limit. You gotta limit. If you're trying to manifest something, it's not the time to start adding people's opinions. I give the example of this channel all the time. When I started this channel, I did not anticipate it for it to go as well as it did. And I'm thankful. This is my soul's purpose. But I knew it was something that not a lot of people understood. So I didn't mention it to anybody until, almost a year in, where I had enough followers where I shared it to, to my close family, etc. Why? Because I knew that the moment I started, if I right away, before I even opened the channel, said, I'm going to do this, they would say, oh, that's not stable. Why would you do that? I don't really know. Who's going to watch it? Naysayers. It would have stopped the manifestation, right? People don't have to understand everything. But yeah, I'm saying, there is a need to also be proud of yourself with this cardinal energy, where you've been, who you are, and where you're going. Because I'm getting the energy of maybe this like naysayer, You have an energy within you that, I don't know, it makes you maybe minimize your accomplishments. You're too hard on yourself. Too hard on yourself, okay? You're too hard on yourself, and you might think the worst before the worst even happens, when actually what's manifesting is great for you. It's that energy needs to be cleansed. So the divine's asking you to bring that energy up to the surface. Take a minute and meditate on this energy. Bring it up to the surface so you can get rid of it. And it's interesting because, even with what I went through moving, that could be an example of how the divine may bring something into your life, may have a situation manifest in your life where these things are going to come up to the surface whether you like it or not, right? So that you can deal with it, right? For example, for me, it was, I didn't even fathom the process of having freaking 5 years worth of things and having to look at all those items, and the items hold energy, and have to just say, I want this, but I'm going to let it go. Just understanding that less is more and letting go of things that I didn't want to let go of, and that whole process. And though that might not have anything to do with what's going on here, that's an example of how the divine sometimes has things happen in your life that forces you to deal with something that might not even be in your conscious mind, that you have to deal with. And then you come out, okay, cleansed. I also don't know why I'm being called to a past life. I haven't used these in years, but when I was going through my packing and cleaning and stuff, I went through all the boxes of all the cards and that I had that I didn't use on a regular basis. I actually decided to keep these. And I'm being guided to, to pull something from here. I feel like because there's a past life energy coming through here that may be affecting you, leaving or travel. You can't make it up. Shit. This is divine. This is not about me. But it's, it's interesting. It's because a lot of us, this is a collective, right? And I always say, you are attracted to your soul group. So whoever watches here, you are part of my soul group. Even if we are not experiencing the same things, you are guided here because there may be something in your life that, you're a part of my soul group. That's simple. Okay? Okay? So there may be something that sometimes, not all the time, manifests in your life that actually may be manifesting in mine too. Not all the time, but sometimes, because we're part of the same group. We have the leaving or travel card. These are past life cards. So, interestingly that I even brought up my process. And then of all cards, this is what comes up. But there may be something about you having to leave or travel, okay? Maybe you want to move somewhere and people are like, no, don't do it. Well, this is your sign that you should. Besides that, this is past life. This is past life energy. So there could have been a situation in your past life, okay, where you had to leave somewhere that you did not want to leave, whether because of the military, you had to leave your family. Remember, in your past life, you could have incarnated as female or male. Okay, doesn't matter. That's how it is. You could have been a child. You could have been anybody. But you definitely had to leave. Okay? There is an energy manifesting now in your life that requires you having to leave. And that might be bringing things up for you. Okay? We're going to look into it though. But you know what's interesting? I'm also going to take the leaving or travel card as, because it's interesting, because in the community post, I actually used the analogy of switching timelines as going from being on one train while it's moving and jumping onto another train that's also moving. Like, the new timeline is these train tracks with this train moving, but you're on this train track while this train is moving. They're both moving, so you kind of have to, and they may not be moving at different, they're moving also at different speeds, but you just got to a point where they're parallel, right? So you're being asked to right now stand tall and jump onto the new timeline so that train that's going faster, it's an express train, can go and take you where you need to go with no hesitation. That's what they want me to say. This is not the time for you to hesitate, whether it be about a relationship, travel, anything that you're trying to manifest, because there's something about you that wants you to hold back. But the divine doesn't want you to do that. Okay? And you might have to travel light, whether literally or or figuratively, because again, even I don't want to talk about myself a lot, but even my intros are part of the energy. The moment I hit record, I'm channeling as well. So the fact that I could have talked about anything. The fact that I started talking about how I had to travel light, and that was a whole energetic process for me. And then this card also has just one little suitcase, literally, like that's it. Okay. So travel light, that can mean literally travel lightly, or it can just mean leave your baggage behind. It's okay. Baggage as in like actual, like emotional baggage. It's time to let that go. I'm going to take another, oh my God, beautiful. Angels. We got the card of the angels. These are past life cards, which is interesting. Like anything can come out here, like wisdom, communal living, trust and faith, Celtic, transportation, male, female. Like, it could be vows, galactic baby, karmic relationship. It could be anything. But I feel like they always make, no matter what deck I use, they always make what needs to come out, come out. This is a message from your angels right now, saying that it's time to go on this new timeline, and you're being divinely guided where you need to be. You're being divinely guided where you're meant to be. Okay? You're being divinely guided where you're meant to be. What is this about, Spirit? Yeah, there's with this Nine of Wands, there's something manifesting in your life. The Nine of Wands energy is like, okay, she's standing tall and proud, like the cardinal is here. That's you protecting your energy. Okay, she built a little fence there, and she's there with her wand. Wands are all about spirituality, passion, taking life into your hands. With the Magician card there, something huge is manifesting into your life. She's there like, nope, your energy is not going to affect me anymore. Whatever energy this is, whether from a past relationship, other people's opinions, this is not, I have to leave this behind now. I'm leaving. I'm traveling. I'm moving forward. I'm going on a new timeline. Okay? Like this hawk says, pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Yes, this is a powerful message. All right? I'm going to embrace who I really am. Not what other people think I should be or what I should do. And I'm going to set boundaries and manifest what I'm trying to manifest. You need to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries with other people in your life right now. Period. We also have to set boundaries with all of that energy within you that's been holding you back. And if you weren't even aware of it, it's okay. Because sometimes it's so deep-rooted that you don't even notice it. But it's time to say, hey, you served a purpose. at some point in my life, you don't serve a purpose anymore, right? That energy within you that maybe at some point it creates some kind of anxiety. Maybe you have some kind of anxiety and maybe it served a purpose when you were young. Maybe when you were young, you went through some kind of, you were in a traumatic experience, or you were in a household where a lot of people fought all the time. So something inside of you have like a hyper arousal that tells you, don't do this, be careful with this, because it was like a self-protection, but you don't need that anymore, right? You can't bring that adaptation that you had with you where you're going now, because where you're going now is guaranteed success, and you're finally stepping into a timeline where you can live your truth and who you really are, okay? And whatever relationship you're in now or is unfolding for you, because I do see love coming through. It hasn't come through yet, but I'm channeling it. It's one that's based on who you are. That therefore can last forever. Because it's based on you, of you, on you. What just came, they put lots of like different like thoughts and ideas in my mind, and that's how I channel. What just came into my mind is like, how they say that the human mind, you don't actually fully mature until you're 25. I saw something yesterday that said that people that are not neurotypical, like you have ADHD or something, but neurotypical could sometimes your brain, not just like ADHD or being autistic or something like that, but like someone that went through a lot of trauma or stress or whatever, sometimes people that fall into that category, your brain doesn't fully develop, doesn't fully mature until you're 35. Isn't that crazy? So... But they just gave me that as like an analogy to say it doesn't matter how old you are, because you might be fighting the ideas and thoughts of other people or that voice in your head, maybe because of your age. Maybe you're older, like 45, 50, 60, or even older. And you're like, oh, I'm too old to do this, or I'm too old to date, or I'm too old to manifest this. Well, the divine's saying, no, you're not. This is your time. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. Hold on. What is manifesting here? Why do we have the moon? What do we have the... Oh my God. Can you hear that? I'm in my parents' house right now because I still haven't set up a desk. I don't even have a dining room set in my new place, so there's no table for me to record. So I came to my parents, and that is my 70. How old was my dad? My dad was born in 1949, right? So he's gonna be 75. Yeah, right? Yeah. I don't know if the device picked it up because I'm all the way in the basement with the door closed. But if you did, that's how loudly he is, like talking and baby talk to the dogs, because my dogs are here. It's so funny. Oh my God. At least I don't have to question where I learned to be a dog lover, because he is, though he likes to pretend that he's not, he is obsessed. He talks to them like they're newborns. Oh my God. It's so funny. I'm sorry. Why is this moon card here though? Why is this moon card here? Because the moon is like things that are hidden, secrets, and sometimes it's deception with this king of what but the King of Wands. Oh shoot, wait, no. You know what I'm getting from that? They look like a match. Do they not? Even though she's not a queen in this like right here. Look at the Wheel of Fortune that's underneath here. I didn't even just realize that. Their demeanor is the same. Oh, this is changing. And he has that like lizard on his shirt, which is all about, it's spiritual, it's transformative. That lion respects him. You know what message I'm getting from this? It's like you're being called to become the queen that you know you're meant to be, whether you're male or female, okay? Male or female, doesn't matter. Because, you know, the difference between, like, okay, this is the male version, again, but this is all energy. Masculine version of this card. She's not the queen, but she's standing like him. She has this wand that's lit on the top, just like he does. But she also has all these boundaries. So in the same way, you need to put boundaries to protect yourself. Right? You also have to, I guess what the divine's saying is like, they want you to learn to set appropriate boundaries. Because you may be setting boundaries where you don't need to set boundaries, and then not setting boundaries where you need to set boundaries. You understand? Like, that's the only thing that's missing for her to become this person's counterpart is to stand tall and proud and see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. That's why she's not the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Like, your life's about to change. You're about to enter a leadership role. This could also be manifesting in your job, honey. This could be manifesting in a lot of aspects of your life. Like, you're preparing for that. The divine's setting you up to be there. And I think that what's happening with this moon card here is that there is somebody, whether now or in the future, that sees you as not reaching your potential. Right? Like this mermaid is drowning. Like, you're drowning because of your subconscious programming. When you're supposed to be out there next to this King of Wands. Okay? If you're not in a relationship, honey, you're about to meet your match this year. Because you're about to step into that leadership role. It's also, remember that you have a choice. If you don't step into this leadership role and do what the divine's asking you to do right now, it's going to be difficult. The moment, because the thing is that this King of Wands comes out and he sees her and she looks literally like his match, you know, but then he sees just like this fence in front of her, you know, and so the divine's saying, no, you need to stand tall and proud like this, but you need to know when to drop the boundary. So because you want to manifest something, but what you're trying to manifest can't approach you if you have boundaries in the wrong places. Okay? The moon card is very mysterious. You know, I feel like you're coming off as also very mysterious to other people because whether maybe you're not putting yourself out there or again, your boundaries have become too much in the wrong places. You might have created a boundary towards allowing people to love you. And there's something about, like, the divine is taking you and putting you on a new timeline, to manifest something else for you. Okay? Something that's going to, it's manifesting a situation where you're going to be able to take control over the things that are limiting you. Why is this King of Wands in this way? Why? What the? Oh my God. Sorry. Why is this Moon card here? It's like, it's a very mysterious card even to me. Why is this Moon card here? Hold on. Wait. Hold on, I gotta calm my energy. Why is this Moon card here? There you are in a bubble, I told you. And you know what fell to the ground was this Star card, which is hope, healing, faith. I mean, it's nice that you are untouchable and you're meditating and keeping your peace. I mean, this is beautiful. But you gotta come out of this bubble to let people in. On another note, Divine's very proud of the healing you have done, okay? Because you here with this Star card, you've gone from drowning to pulling the light of the divine, okay? Your sacral chakra is open and healthy, and you are manifesting with this Magician a new life. All I see is winning. All I see is divine intervention here. All I see here is you leaving the old behind and you hopping on a new timeline. And again, this Wheel of Fortune is here, so I'm going to have to pull it out. Which is that wheel, that karmic wheel is turning. A new life. This is luck. Something's changing for you big time. Okay? Something's changing. If you're worried about something right now, you got to let it go. It's going to work out for you. Whoa. Give me more information. Ooh, oh, this is perfect. I just got so excited. And then you end up being the Queen of Wands. Okay? There you go. And then you end up being the Queen of Wands with all her candles lit. See the difference? Like, she's meditating there. She's connecting with her energy. She's healing. She's in her space. Here, you're still manifesting. You have all those candles around you, but you're not in a bubble. You're ready. That light that you pulled, look, that light that you pulled from the divine is now literally in your hand. You know you have the power to create anything. Look at her demeanor. Look at the difference in demeanor. It's like, so you think that you're standing powerfully, but you're really maybe closing yourself off. You're really closed off. You're closed off from the manifestations that are trying to come into your life. Because like her face almost looks like she's a little bit cautious about whether or not she's going to get hurt. But the problem here is that you're like, while you're doing this, because you've had to set up boundaries for so long to protect yourself, you accidentally put up too many in general. So you're trying to manifest, but you're not maybe realizing why a lot of things are not manifesting. Like, why isn't this happening for me? Well, because you're doing the right things. You're almost there, but there's still some baggage you got to drop off so that you can get out of this bubble and allow things to flow back into your life. And once you do, with this Wheel of Fortune, dude, I feel like you're about to receive a windfall once you understand this powerful message that's being communicated with you. Like, I mean, in all aspects of your life, you don't even see it coming. Why do I say that? Because I feel like you've been trying to manifest so many different things for a while now. And it might have even been like emotionally taxing, because while you've seen some things manifest, a lot of things have not. And then all of a sudden, once you go through this lesson, you're about to once you hop on this new timeline, when you understand this lesson, I hope you're following me, boom, that wheel turns. I can't sit here and count, but do you see all those candles? It's like for every candle that you lit, there's like hundreds. For every little thing, I see the candles as like something that you try to manifest. Because, like, you know, when I think of candles, and when I try to manifest something, I do a ritual. And usually the rituals involve candles. So it's like all of the times that you try to manifest something, look at all those candles. All of a sudden, and there's a black cat, which reminds me of, you know, magic with the magician. It's just, you know what I mean? Like manifesting things. And she has that light in her hand. And she has that wand in the sky. Like, she's celebrating. It's like, boom. It's going to feel like, holy shit, everything that I've been trying to manifest for like maybe literally 5 years, all of a sudden you're going to notice in like a couple months that everything's going to happen. Because the only thing, it's not that you have not been manifesting correctly. You've done the right things, but for some reason you like were afraid of opening the door to letting it come, to allow it to come into your life all the way. But the divine's setting up situations in your life right now that are going to put you in a place where you have to release some baggage, whether you like it or not. And once you do that, like you're going to be like, what the heck? Well, I tried to manifest this 5 years ago, and here it is. You know, I tried to manifest a new car 5 years ago. I tried to manifest this 5 years. And it's a lot of divine intervention. A lot of things are going to fall into your lap in ways that you couldn't even think about. You couldn't even perceive it, because energy, you cannot destroy it. You tried to create something at some point, so it's going to come forward. However, the good thing about this with this Wheel of Fortune is that the only things that are going to come true, that are going to happen, are going to start manifesting for you, are things that are aligned to your new leadership role, right? To this new person, to this Queen of Wands that you are now. For example, if you made the mistake of trying to manifest a specific relationship 5 years ago, and now you know that the dude is a narc, that the dude was not good for you, well, that was part of your lesson, right? Is understanding that you can't just try to control the universe and manifest things that are not in your highest good, right? So I feel, but this whole cleansing process is understanding that. So it's going to start manifesting our things that are good for you anyway, that the divine wanted for you anyway. But this is actually kind of awesome, because instead of things manifesting like little by little, the divine, like this treasure chest is like, oh, here we go. You made it. You did it. A whole new life. I mean, I'm talking money, relationship, career. I'm telling you. But it all starts with you leaving this could be physical. Listen, I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. This could be physical. Because I told you that my process, and we are all connected somehow, involved traveling, right? Like, there's something about being in the Dominican Republic that slowed me down. I needed it. It served its purpose, but I was overstaying that purpose, I feel, on a spiritual level. And now that I'm here, I feel the difference. And you know what? Somebody in the comments a long time ago, and if you're watching, you can comment down below. I remembered your comment. It stood out, and it's true. Said something about, places have masculine and feminine energy. And she hit the nail on the head. It's just true. The Dominican Republic is very much so a very feminine energy. And New Jersey is a very masculine energy. So I'm used to operating, on the most part, in masculine energy. It's like, go, 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 do, do, do. But at the time that I moved there, what was missing to balance out, remember, most of our life is trying to get to a place where we can balance out our masculine and feminine energy. That's when we are at our best. I was missing getting in touch with my feminine side. So being there served that purpose, right? Right? So it helped me get in touch with that side. So then I can come now back to my comfort zone. It's a masculine energy, and be here in a balanced way. Right? But I can do that here. Over there, it was just too much feminine energy for me. Too slow. It was too slow. Too slow. But it served its purpose. So I'm giving you that example because there actually might be manifesting in your life in that way, as in like something about the energy of where you're at has served its purpose, and you are being called to go somewhere else that aligns more with you. And energy is real. Every place, this could vary from city to city, town to town, but it could also vary from block to block, and house and apartment to apartment. I mean, what if you live on a street where everybody around you has problems? Trust me, it will make a difference. It'll affect you. It will, because all that energy is surrounding you all the time. 100,000 million quadrillion, which doesn't exist, but I'm making it up, percent. Okay? Whether figuratively or literally, take this message. but there's angelic guidance, there's angelic help here, meaning because you might be missing the point. So just like they did me, they're going to throw things into your life that are going to force you to hop on this new timeline. Okay, like it's just going to happen. All right, since I haven't been here for a while, I'm going to leave this one here. Yeah, look, balance. Balancing out masculine and feminine energy. I mean, the amount of things are going to manifest out of nowhere for you. They're saying by October, but you're going to start seeing it now, the process. Because they just showed me my birthday, and I was born on October 19th. So that, to me, doesn't particularly have to be October 19th, but that was their way of giving me that date. Since it's my first reading, haven't been here for a while, I'm going to leave this one here. But I'm going to post a lot more often, more than you're used to. Because I'm back. And I'm good. And that's it. So I'm here. We're going to keep going. Hopefully later on, I can post another one. Okay? And definitely on members. Back to the, uploading a lot. Daily. We're going to be trying to do that. I'm not even going to say try. We're going to, unless something stops it. Because I'm on a new timeline. That's it. But, this is beautiful. When I see the Wheel of Fortune and this Queen of Wands, after we were talking about her, I didn't see her. Again, it doesn't matter if you're female or not. I didn't see her, but I was talking about her. And then I see all these candles. I'm telling you, it's going to be so crazy to you. Because everything that you try to manifest that wasn't happening is just, it's going to seem like luck, but it's not. It's not luck. You've been on a journey and a process for a long time, and there's angelic help here. All right, guys, love and light. I missed you so much. I'm so happy to be back, and I love you guys. Big hugs.